pass. Fresh line out for the Lumberjacks. It's Deputy's unit with Ryabkin and Lawrence, Veo and Lance. Taken away from pace. Deputy to the near side for Ryabkin. Into the offensive zone, near side corner. Him and McEwen come together. Ryabkin for Lawrence, near side, kicked away by the netminder Fedorov. Far side corner. Bodie Leyland to the middle of the ice, finds the stick of Ilya Morozov, and he carries the offensive zone, but offside in our first. Zach Bennett and Robert Taylor. Face off on the near side of the neutral zone, won by Ryabkin and centered for Lawrence. Chipped into the far side corner. Carmelo Crandell, the first one on it, leaves off for Leyland, and now here comes Nolan Road. Here's Charlie Pardew, the player to watch for the Storm. Up the near side, Pardew gaining speed. Off the near side wall, taken away by Clares and pushed for Nestrasil. Centered for Galanik. His pass for Clares doesn't go the right way, but now he goes up to Christ. Met quickly by Ziski. Back in the neutral zone with Clares, D to D with Barry. Into the offensive zone they go. Bauer Barry pushes out in front, held out for Nestrasil. The bouncing puck picked up and played down the ice by LePay. The arm, the official, is up in the air, and as any Clares touches up, Nestrasil and Veo with Toll and Stewart. Here's Crandell just outside his own zone, curling away from Nestrasil, now to the near side. Down by City. Far side Yelm, taken away by Stewart. Chipped up the wall, picked up in stride by Nestrasil. Looking for Veo, though it's taken by McEwen, and the Jacks, they finish their line change. Burrs Collins jumps on along from Van Blaricom, won back by MVB, but forced out by Wallen. He'll lead the rush and send it deep. Here's Stephen Peck behind the net. Off for Aucoin. Curling away from Wallen, across the way for Toll. Chipped high in the air down the ice. Looking to win the race, Van Blaricom. He negates the icing. Gets it behind the net. MVB, near side Stepanik. In the corner, up the wall to Aucoin. Fired back to the corner for Van Blaricom. Poked away by McEwen. Here's Ivan Ryabkin. Now Leyland. The Tri-City zone for Landon Fandel to receive. This Sioux Falls native committed to play his college hockey in his hometown at Augustana. Danny Clares ahead for Ryabkin, centered and taken away by Leyland. Lawrence, the first one on it, far side. Picked up by LePay and played to the neutral zone where Bauer Barry sends it back in. Off the back wall, LePay make it Leyland behind the net. Up ahead, intercepted by Christ. He carries up the middle of the ice, looks to Galanik near side. Here's Nestrasil. Working across from Pardew. Pilgrim sends it in. Chris, the first one on it, far side. Centers for Barry. Poked to the neutral zone. Picked up by Springer. Carried on the outside. Veo and Lance behind them. Face off. Taken by Chris. Played back for Lance and across for Veo. It's Bloomer with Springer and Yelm up front for Tri-City. Vandel and Ziski on the back end. And the Lumberjacks, they flip the iron. Centers for Lawrence, knocked out of the air. Tynan Lawrence leaves off for Ryabkin. To the near side, Deputy. Over the center ice logo across the way, here's Bauer Barry. Fires off the back wall. Woke, taken away by Lawrence. Popped out for Deputy, forced on net. Ryabkin near side, looks to tuck it in the post. He finds Lawrence, fired on, he scores! They call it a goal on the ice. It's tied into Lawrence. And the puck, by the path that it took across the goal line, would have gone to the back of the net. So we'll see what decision they make. You see Deputy, a good opportunity. It comes to Ryabkin near side on the MLive replay, just unable to pull it back in front of the goal line, but he finds Tynan Lawrence and it's moorings before the puck crossed the goal line. I don't know if that's going to negate the goal for Tynan Lawrence or not. But what I can tell you, that is if it stands, it's his 16th of the season, 34th total point. Takes a hard check from Road. Oh, Lee Andrews, the public address announcer, he's a goal behind. He's announcing Teddy's on the loudspeakers right now. Here's McEwen to the near side. Clears it out of the zone for Crandell. Centered for Road. Met by Nestrasil, drops off. Bodie Leyland poked away by Aucoin, fired onto Peck. The bouncing puck picked up by Peck. And now Road and Galanik go at it with it. And now Morozov goes down for Bonkowski. Here comes Morozov. He'll lead the rush. To the near side, kicks out for Woke. Pushes back for Morozov and around the wall to Bonkowski, far side of the blue line. Here's pace for Morozov behind the net. Taken by Clares, regained by the Storm. Bonkowski centers out for pace, poked away by Ryabkin. Deputy goes ahead for Lawrence. Tiny Lawrence, a nifty move to the offensive zone. Looks back door, Ryabkin, he scores! Looks like he fumbled the puck, but look at this move between his own legs behind the back, and then a beautiful little saucer pass to Ryabkin. Forehand to his backhand. And the Lumberjacks, they make it 3-0 with 5:36 to go in the first period. Leans in for the ensuing draw at center ice and wins it back. Here's Cam O'Coin, Ryabkin and Lawrence, both of their second points of the night. Ryabkin now has 12 points in 11 games. Galenic scores! He says that should have been called over the summer. Nice move to the middle of the ice and goes back bar down. The Lumberjacks, in less than 15 minutes, are sending the fan with pace and Doms across from Ryabkin, Lawrence, and Deputy. Here's Clares, near side of his own zone, across the way for Lawrence. Met by Bonkowski. Pushes down the wall, is taken by Morozov. Hard physical check from Ryabkin. Now Doms up the near side for Woke. Taken away by Lawrence, but pushed deep by pace. Here's Bauer-Berry, cycled for Ivan Ryabkin. Lawrence in his own zone, up the middle of the ice. Here comes Danny Clares. The rush in the offensive zone. 60 seconds to go in the period. Lawrence for Berry, far side. Chipped down the ice. It's picked up by Woke in the neutral zone. Pressured by Ryabkin, plays up the near side. Springer poked away by Lawrence. Hard check near side. Bloomer and Ryabkin go at it with each other while Berry looks to clear the zone and does. Here comes Deputy alongside Lawrence. Sent in, Deputy the first one on it, far side corner. Ryabkin drops down to help out. It comes to the near side for Ashton Doms. Played one by Rode, pushed below the goal line. Nestrasil looks to pop out in front. It goes off the crossbar. No goal. One by Morozov. Sent down the ice by to the near side of the blue line for Leyland. His shot blocked in traffic. That was Ivan Ryabkin in the shooting lane. Now McEwen's shot blocked as well. Deputy gets a stick on it. Looks to clear the zone and does. 2-on-1 rush, though defended well by McEwen. It's played to Leyland near side. And 6 seconds, something ridiculous. So 5-on-3 penalty time. And the Lumberjacks, they kill off all of it. But now here comes Springer to the offensive zone. Poked away by Bauer-Berry. Ryabkin fresh on the ice with Lawrence and Deputy. The puck goes all the way down, and Fedorov receives it in his own zone. Wrapped to the near side and down the ice. Deputy and Lawrence with Ryabkin. One back by the Lumberjack centerman. Here's Deputy far side. Chips high in the air, giving chase. Ryabkin to the near side. Met by Leyland, leaves off for Lawrence. It comes up towards Toll and pushed back down low. Leyland behind the net, reverses for McEwen. Ryabkin, a huge check on Leyland. While it comes up the near side, arm the official, back up in the air. Here's Yell, looks out in front as Toll touches up. Ryabkin's going to go to the box. And the Lumberjacks Hockey Network presented by Lakeside Surfaces. Top for Veilleux and across the way, Ryabkin, big one-timer and a big rebound. Comes out to Lepay. He clears the zone. Veilleux keeps it close. Deputy back in. Looks for Klee. Carries down low to the far side corner. Here's Lawrence. Curls up to the top of the zone. Tynan Lawrence back to Ryabkin. Far side half wall. Ryabkin down low for Klee. It comes to Lawrence. Tough angle. The bouncing puck pushed on net. Comes up to Ryabkin. The goalie's stick is up at the top of the circle while Nolan Rode carries the puck down the ice. Across the way, Lepay gets it to the offensive zone. He's met by Lawrence. Halfway through the period, just about halfway through the power play. Taken away by Rode. Looks in on Peck. Fires. He scores. The power play just broke down in the Lumberjack zone. On his forehand, near side, Stefanik. Drops off for Nestrasil. Voslov, middle of the slot, fires but blocked. Here's Galenic, far side. Up top to Nestrasil. Back to Galenic. Holds possession on the top of the circles. Works towards the middle. Fires a shot. Turned aside. Rebound high in the air. It's played to the blue line where Clares keeps it in. Push down the wall for Nestrasil. Across to Galenic. Back out in front for Spitznagel, but out of his reach. Now Nestrasil to Stefanik. Across Galenic. One-timer blocked in traffic and wide. Clares keeps it in. Stefanik for Nestrasil. Down for Spitznagel. Back for Nestrasil. Near side corner. Works up the wall. 2 seconds to go on the power play. Thrown out in front. Bouncing in the slot. Teddy's up with a crease as the whistle blows. And the officials come in to push down to Nestrasil. Near side half wall. Out in front. Stefanik. A one-timer turned aside. Now Nestrasil taken away by Rode and pushed down zone. Galenic pushes it to the corner. Stefanik and Nestrasil in the area, but the puck goes to the far side for Galenic. Slows things down, top of the circle, down low, Spitznagel, backdoor for Vaclav, and win it go. Up top to Clares, across to Galenic, holds on his forehand, fires a shot, but blocked. Back with Nestrasil, up top Galenic, to the near side, Clares. Down the wall for Stefanik. Up top for Clares. He fires. It's blocked. Lepay looks to be shaken up. Here's Galenic. Nestrasil, a one-timer turned aside. Nestrasil couldn't KHL 14 assists this season, though. Backdoor for Spitznagel. Nestrasil. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Down low, Stefanik. Fires from a tough angle. Is shouldered away and now swallowed up by the net form. Here's Ryabkin. He sends it down low for Deputy. Near side, Klee. It's picked up by Morozov. Looking to clear the zone. He's knocked down. Galenic not too far behind. He'll get an assist on it. That's another point for Jack Galenic, who is slowly but surely, possibly on his way to another USHL Forward of the Week award. Peck leaves play, continuing with Aucoin. Crandell, far side corner, takes it away. Up to the blue line for McEwen, to the near side for Leyland. Now Wallen gives it back to him down in the corner. So Woke tapped it away from Stewart. Yelm blows a tire at the red line, and Stewart chases the offensive zone, joined by Ryabkin. Taken away. Ryabkin off his backhand, shut down. Here's Tynan Lawrence. Far side corner. Met by Bonkowski. Springer in the vicinity as well. It's Stewart and Lawrence for the Lumberjacks. Here's Bonkowski. Up ahead, takes the puck up the ice. Chips to the far side corner. Pushes behind the net. Leyland, met by Lawrence, plays to the far side for Woke. He's pinned against the wall by Tynan Lawrence with 1:14 to go in the period. Doms looks to clear it and does. Veo shades over to send it back in. Far side, McEwen taken away by Nestrasil. Played ahead for Christ, though it's met by Bonkowski and taken away. Up the near side, Bonkowski uses his feet. Gains the red line, now the blue. Drops out for Rode. Met by Klee, sends it down for a wall, intended for him. He's got to play it with his feet. Up the wall for Pace. Deputy in the area, joined by Lawrence. It comes up to Ryabkin. Fakes the shot. Bauer bury a big one-timer. Rebound to Lawrence. He carries up the near side wall and curls back down it. Lawrence protecting the puck, leaves off for Deputy. David Deputy across the blue line, leaves off for Ryabkin. Back to Deputy. His one-timer blocked out of the direction of the net and down the ice for Danny Clares to give chase on. Won by the one wearing gold. Galenic off for Nestrasil. Down to the corner. Puts the brakes on and goes up to Aucoin. Back to Nestrasil on the wall. Poked off his stick. Played down the ice by Pace. And again, icing is called. Is it backwards? And it's chipped down the ice. This time not enough for an icing. Enough for Berry to get it back in the neutral zone. Galenic centers for Nestrasil. Poke far side. Veo up to Ryabkin. Down low for Deputy. Here's Lawrence in the corner. Tynan Lawrence. Off for Ivan Ryabkin. Near side of the blue line to the wall for Lawrence. Down to the corner for Deputy. Up to the blue line. He walks to the middle on his backhand. Poked off his stick by Ziski. He'll get off for a change, and Ivan Ryabkin comes back in. He finds Veo. Xavier fires off the backside of Fandel. Lawrence gets it far side. To the middle of the ice for Deputy. Backdoor Ryabkin. One-timer turned aside. Deputy to Ryabkin with 11:55 to go in regulation. Left off for Veo, and now Deputy gets it deep. Here's Fandel. Pressured by Lawrence. Plays behind the net to the near side. Hard check in the corner. Whitfield plays up to Morozov. Here's Vaclav Nestrasil. Centers for Sanderson. Chip to the near side corner. Kept in by Nestrasil. Away from Nolan. Galenic takes a bump. Vaclav looking for the puck. It stays in the corner for Sanderson. Out for Galenic. Up top to Toll. Back below the goal line for Nestrasil behind the net at the Red Bank General's advertisement. Nestrasil. Far side half wall. Turns and fires out in front. It escapes all the sticker behind the net for Galenic. Off for Nestrasil. Pinned against the wall by Bukowski. Out for Galenic. A nice move. Wraparound attempt. Looks to throw out in front. He finds Burzkalns. Rudy in the corner. Up top to Barry. Across the way. Clears a one-timer. Kicked away by Fedorov. Leyland gets it back. Far side half wall. A pass for Pilgrim goes in the neutral zone, and it's taken by David Deputy. Played across the way for Lawrence. Down behind the net. Lawrence colliding with Pilgrim. Takes possession to the far side corner. To the blue line for Veo. Near side clears. He fires high the cage. Lawrence gets it back on the far side. Ryabkin lays a check on to Pardew. Puck comes back to Veo. His shot redirected, and it's swallowed up and held onto by Fedorov with 7:05 to go in regulation. We mentioned you're wanting to pay attention for the Lumberjacks to of Artemi Nizameyev. Here's Nestrasil. Ahead for Galenic, intercepted by Rode, carried back in, away from Nestrasil, fires, but it's blocked by Clares. And now Galenic finds Barry, across the way for Sanderson, over the red line, chip to the near side. Here's Vandel, up the road behind the net, off for Ivan Ryabkin, fired off the pad of the netminder. Sanderson fires, another rebound comes up, Jake Toll takes it, down to the corner. Looks for and has Nestrasil. It's played up to Lawrence. Veo, one-timer, snaps the stick. Is taken by Wallen. Broken stick tonight for the Lumberjacks. Here comes Tynan Lawrence. Over the red line, now the blue to the offensive zone. Chips and chases. Met by Bonkowski. Taken by Woke. A hard one-timer goes wide. Clares drops down to keep it in and does. Met by Doms. Ryabkin battles for it in the corner. Bonkowski now. Taken away by Lawrence. Pinned against the wall, Tynan Lawrence works his way up towards the blue line. Looks to cycle it back down low, but Ashton blue line. Leyland fires, deflected wide. It was Springer in the shooting lane. Now here's McEwen. Across to Leyland. Top of the circle, a nice move. Still has it, fired, but blocked. Here's McEwen now. Down for Yelm. Hard check from Ivan Ryabkin. Arm of the official goes up in the air. Bloomer goes after him. Here's McEwen at the blue line. McEwen poked away by Crest out of the zone. Arm the official goes. And Lawrence. Nestrasil taken down. Here comes Lawrence, the offensive zone. Stefanik was interfered with. Arm the official back by Lawrence. Here's Veo. Down for Deputy. David Deputy up top for Veo. Near side Ryabkin. Big one-timer, he scores! Look at the M-Live replay. Face-off one back by Lawrence. Veo to Ryabkin. Big one-timer.